So this idea that your characters are cowards comes directly from the concept of the central dramatic argument, right? So at the beginning of your story, your characters are comfortable. They're happy in their little life, right? They're stuck in a rut maybe, but there's no reason to get out of it because it's working for them. So no reason to try and change. Change is hard. Change is painful. Change is scary, right? Why change if everything seems to be working fine? So your characters at the beginning of a story should try to avoid pain, right? There's sort of a Freudian aspect to it where you want to increase pleasure, right? You want to make yourself more comfortable, and then you want to avoid unpleasure. You want to avoid pain and sorrow and anguish and agony as much as you possibly can. So your characters are scared of change. And as the writer, it is your job to force them into a position where change is inevitable, but also change comes from the choices that they make. So their choices at first should be to try to avoid change. And then you just keep presenting them with obstacles to that goal until they embrace the idea of a new goal that necessitates a change in their life, a change in their ideologies, a change in their personality. Whatever change you're looking to make in the story has to be embraced by the character after first trying to escape from the concept of trying to change themselves. If you've seen The Matrix, the main character Neo, he's got a pretty decent life. He's got a good office job. He's got his late night hacking gig. He seems to be doing okay, right? He's a little he's not super fulfilled, but no reason to change really. And then he's finally presented with an opportunity to leave that life. And he's like, what? You're crazy. That's stupid. I'm not doing that. He goes back to work. And so now he's presented with another opportunity. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. And he's like, then the guys, stick the weird thing in his stomach. And now he's like, okay, well, I'm in a position now where I have to do something. Right? I have to take action because inaction has led me to this really dangerous, awful place. So now I have to become active and make choices to reach that goal. And so this idea that he gets closer to embracing the CDA only happens after he exhausts the possibility of continuing to live his inactive life. He cannot live in that rut any longer. He has to choose to move away from that. So characters are cowards until they're not. We give them the opportunities to change, and they try to avoid it. And then finally, they have to embrace that idea of change to move forward in the story.